Buying or selling real estate can be stressful. After all, it's not any old house we're talking about, it's your home. So when it's time to buy or sell, you want to make sure your search is in capable hands. That's why we turn to Angie Cole and the team at A. Cole Realty. You've seen Angie featured on HGTV's House Hunters. Realtor magazine named her one of the top realtors in the country. And just ask us, the numbers back her up. So listen up as we cover all the ins and outs of buying and selling a home here in the Triangle. It's time for the Savvy Realtor with Angie Cole.
Thanks so much for joining us this week on the Savvy Realtor. I'm Walter Storholt alongside Angie Cole, who is the owner and broker in charge of A. Cole Realty here in the Triangle, serving you not only in Raleigh but throughout all of the surrounding areas and communities. If you want to get in touch or learn more about the team at any time, you can go to acolerealty.com. Cole is spelled C-O-L-E, by the way, so that's acolerealty.com. Angie and her team helped over 200 families last year buy or sell a home, and this year she's been voted as the #1 real estate agent in Raleigh by Midtown Magazine and #1 in all of Wake County by Indy Weekly. You can check her out on Zillow.com, where she has more than 170 five-star agent reviews. And if you've got questions throughout our show today, want to call in either before or after the show to talk to Angie, doesn't have to be on the air. You can just discuss, your situation, whether you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the area, and learn more about the team by calling 919-578-3128. That's a 919 area code 578-3128. Angie, hope you're doing well this week.
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you.
Glad to hear that. Looking forward to our conversation. I can't believe we're here. It's almost October. The summer flew by. September just went by in the blink of an eye, but we're also entering, I think, my favorite time of year. I mean, it just can't beat kind of that football season,
yes.
Cooling temperatures, especially in our new home with a screened-in porch. It's been amazing recently.
I bet so. I'm with you. I love summer, but I do like when it starts to taper off just a teeny bit and just cool down. So, and I'm not as basic as some people, but I do love all this pumpkin spice, stuff that's out there.
Your PSLs.
Yes.
Got your PSLs. I have to admit, I like the pumpkin spice stuff too.
Do you? You're so basic, Walter.
We went out. We went out and bought 18 different pumpkin candles.
Oh my goodness!
And then 7 different. We went to Bath and Body Works and got. I'm a sucker for those soaps.
Yep.
We got pumpkin soap, everything, just all the variations of pumpkin. So we have pumpkin cupcake, which sounds really frou-frou, but it is what it is.
Sounds delicious though.
It does. Pumpkin cinnamon, and then there's fall pumpkin, which I don't even really know how that's different, but they've all got some sort of pumpkin in them. So I go full in on the pumpkin.
I was about to say, you just took it to a whole nother level. I was just excited about my Starbucks, and you went crazy with it.
We just live in the pumpkin
I love it.
smells.
I love it.
It's great.
Time to celebrate. It's the A. Cole Realty Rundown.
It's time to see who bought and sold homes with the A. Cole Realty team this past week and celebrate those closings. Angie, what's the recap this week?
Yeah, so we had a lot of happy sellers and also a happy buyer as well.
Okay.
So we had 4 sellers and 1 buyer closing. So
nice.
5 total closings this past week. We had actually someone who connected with us through the radio show.
Awesome.
Yep. He sold the home for his parents. So sold their home there in Gardner. We then have buyers. We had Richie and Casey, who they purchased a home in Holly Springs, and they were a referral from one of our past clients. So we love when our past clients send people back our way because we know that they clearly had a wonderful experience, and I know that Richie and Casey did as well. We then have Joe and Amy, who we sold their home in Wake Forest. Joe and Amy are past clients of ours. We helped them when they relocated into the area with buying their home in Wake Forest, and now they were relocating back out of the area for job purposes, and we had the opportunity to sell their home. We then have Brad, who we sold his home in Raleigh. Brad was another relocation. He ended up moving to the wonderful state of Colorado, to Denver. And then we also have the Harley family, who we sold their home in Raleigh, and they too were a past client. So lots of happy sellers and also a happy buyer and lots of repeat business, which we love to see.
Yeah, that is awesome. Funny, you said the folks moved to Colorado. So a little bit of a preview of next week. I'm going to get to be on the sellers and closers list again next week as we're closing on our home. And the people that are buying our home are from Colorado.
Interesting.
So they're flip-flop. They're coming from the other direction.
Yep.
So. Kind of
very cool, very cool. And I'm super excited for you guys.
I know, we're excited. So we're loving our new home, and we sold our old home. Once it's official, maybe we'll talk about it next week in more detail. I can give more on my experience. But
I was about to say, I heard you use the best team in the Triangle.
Oh, yeah. You better believe it. Sold very quickly, above list price, awesome experience. So we'll give more details on all of that next week. But anyway, I look forward to being part of this crew. But for this week, we're going to celebrate with these 5 sellers and buyers, 4 sellers, 1 buyer, as we always do here on the show. We'll celebrate with a new sound each week, and how about we celebrate with this one? All right, 5 cha-chings this week, Angie, to celebrate those closings. Since we had so many sellers this week to celebrate, I'm sure a lot of them are excited about moving on to that next phase of life. If you would like to experience the A. Cole Realty difference and work with a team that knows the ins and outs of buying and selling homes here in the Triangle, knows how to market, knows how to make sure that you get top dollar for your home or that you can get into your dream home. I think a lot of people overlook the importance of having that realtor on the buy side and just how big of a difference that makes, especially in a competitive environment like we have right now. Work with the A. Cole Realty team. You can call directly, 919-578-3128. That's 919-578-3128. Or you can go online to acolerealty.com, get in touch with the team through the website, listen to past podcast editions of the Savvy Realtor radio show, read the blog, look for homes in the area that are for sale. Great website to utilize there, acolerealty.com. All right, Angie, let's see what's happening in the real estate market. This part of the show we call What's Up. What's kind of caught your eye as you've been kind of watching the trends and as we enter this fall season?
Well, I mean, I'm about to brag on our team, but of course, there's a lot of multiple offers right now in this market, right? And whether it's our team, it's another real estate, firm or brokerage, they're more than likely getting multiple offers as well for their sellers.
We had multiple offers on the buy side and one we sold as well.
Right. So, I'm not going down the line that we're spectacular because we can get multiple offers on your home. But we looked at the numbers of list price versus sales price. And we totaled up the amounts, the dollar amount that our team got for our sellers above list price. And year to date, we have gotten our sellers $137,500 above list price year to date.
Wow.
That is a huge number. That's a lot of money or extra money that we are making for our sellers. So, not only are they super happy when it comes to selling their home, and we're also, we're getting them top dollar, but we're really getting them top dollar. And that really boils down to, negotiation skills, really fighting for our client to make sure that we make them the most money and they keep the most money in their pocket as well. So our team year to date, A. Cole Realty, has earned our sellers $137,500 over asking price whenever it came to them closing out their home.
Yeah. We were curious. I remember thinking a couple months back, would this competitive environment continue? Would we continue to see all of these multiple offers? And there was almost the sense that it was going to cool off briefly, but then it seems like everything's picked right back up. Do you see this competitive environment just picking right back up now in the fall?
Yeah. We haven't really seen it cool off per se, just because there's such low inventory overall. But, this market, I don't expect for it to stay around for that long. I would say, honestly, probably another year and a half of dealing with this, just tough market where it's super competitive. But what I'm seeing is there's a lot of builders out there that are buying up land. And that's what's creating most of the inventory. So most of the current inventory is mainly new builds versus resale. So that's a struggle that we're dealing with as far as there being low inventory levels overall. It's just not many people are selling their homes that are resales. Most of the sales are new construction, but we're seeing that a lot of the builders are paying a hefty penny for the price of land. So I feel strongly that over time, they will taper off too as far as how quickly they are building. And I think then it's going to kind of soften the market a little bit, which will be a positive because it won't be such a strong seller's market anymore. It's then going to shift back or kind of even out the seller and the buyer market. So I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing that, maybe the new construction building will slow down just a tad bit, and the market won't be so crazy and won't be so much of a seller's market.
Right. So if you are thinking of selling in the near future, now is certainly not a bad time to do it.
It's not, because I know everyone, you always want very top dollar, but you want to be careful on holding out too long, because it will eventually, it will cap out. It can't increase but so much. And so now is still a wonderful, wonderful time to sell.
Yep, absolutely. And if you are interested in selling your home, I know, Angie, you've put together a great tool. It's very useful for first-time sellers, but also even if you've been through this rodeo before, it's a great starting point to get back into that process.
Yeah, for sure. So we have a really neat feature where you can just text us, and from there we can give you an idea of what we could list your home for and where it will approximately sell in today's market. So in order to do that, you can text the word listing to the phone number 555-888, and from there you will receive back a text. Make sure you're taking the next steps in order for us to send you a dollar value. So you need to click the link that we send to you, input your address, and from there we'll give you an idea of where we think we could sell your home as far as a price point. So once again, if you're thinking about selling your home, a great way to get started is understanding kind of, what your home is worth in today's market. You can text the word listing to the phone number 555-888.
All you have to do is send that text, and you can find out that potential value of your home. Just text the word listing to 555-888, as Angie told you. It's as simple as opening up a text in your cell phone and texting it to the number 555-888, and in the message you just put the word listing. That's it, just LISTING. You'll get a text back from us with a link that you click on and just put in your home's information, and you can find out the value of your home that way. Just text listing to 555-888 to get an estimated value on your home and what it might sell for in today's market. That's a great first step to take for any home seller. There's much more coming up on today's show. We'll dive into some of your questions on the mailbag coming up, and we've got lots of other great features on the way as well. It's a fantastic edition of the Savvy Realtor, and there's more on the way next.
Make your home stand out from the crowd. It's time for Stage This House with Amber Cole of Spencer Properties.
Amber, we've got a question from Brenna in Cary. Brenna says, do you help fix unpleasant odors as part of your staging advice?
Yes. Yes. Huge turnoff. Buyer walks in, unpleasant odor, they will turn around and walk right back out. One of the biggest ones that we see is cat litter boxes, dogs. Those kinds of things. It is always something that we address. We talk about, really, a lot of times it's based upon your house and your animals. You have to replace carpet. We talk about not cooking, not... In the flip side of that, you also don't want your house to smell so floral and overwhelming that buyers walk in and have headaches. So there's kind of a little balance there that you have to meet. But the biggest thing is kind of getting rid of those odor-causing things. The animals, hide litter boxes, get them outside, get them out. Pretty much all things that have to do with your animals, we recommend taking it out of the home.
But it sounds like you're more of a fan of eliminating rather than covering up.
Absolutely. Eliminate, yes.
It's so important to stage your home properly. Doing it wrong can ruin the first impressions of buyers who come through the door. This can cost you valuable time and money, but if you get it right, it can help your home sell on time at the best possible price. We get questions like the one Amber just answered all the time at A. Cole Realty, and we're happy to answer them, but realize that it's very important we customize your answers based on your home, because every home is unique. So here's what we're going to do. As a thank you for listening to our show today, we'd like to offer you a free staging consultation. If you call or text us right now, we'll set aside time on our calendar to come meet with you in your home for a free consultation. We'll show you how you can improve the layout of your home, best position furniture, wall art, and all those kind of things to make your home sell fast and for top dollar. Just text the word staging to 919-538-6477 to schedule your complimentary consultation. Just put the word staging into the message field and text it to 919-538-6477. And if you prefer to call, that's fine too. Just use the same number, 919-538-6477. That's 919-538-6477.
Let's shine a little light on some of the Triangle's best areas right here on the Neighborhood Spotlight.
Neighborhood Spotlight, one of the best segments of the show here on the Savvy Realtor. Walter Storholt with you alongside Angie Cole. She is, of course, of A. Cole Realty here in the Triangle, helping you learn all the ins and outs when it comes to buying and selling a home in the Triangle and learning about the area on this show as well. And on the Neighborhood Spotlight, we learn about a new nook and cranny of the Triangle. Maybe we've seen it before or heard about it. Maybe not. Maybe this is a new area that you're being introduced to. It's always fun to see where Angie's going to take us. So, Angie, what's this week's Neighborhood Spotlight?
This week's Neighborhood Spotlight is located in Cary, and the neighborhood is called the Estates at Young Landing. So the Estates at Young Landing is a brand new neighborhood. They started construction in 2016, and they are just finalizing their sales. There are currently only 3 active listings in this neighborhood. So if you want to be in and you want a brand new home, you better act really fast. Our team, we actually have one of the active listings in the neighborhood, which we are representing the home as a new build as well. So the builder here is Pulte Homes. They are single-family homes. They range anywhere from $470,000 up to $800,000. The $800,000 was at the very top. Most of them are in the range of more of a $470,000 to, I say, about $700,000.
Okay.
They range about 2,400 square feet up to 5,000 square feet. They have both 2-story and ranch floor plans. They have 2-car and 3-car garages. Of course, all of the wonderful features as far as stainless steel appliances, 42-inch cabinets, your gourmet kitchens, hardwoods, they have the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
As far as the location for the Estates at Young Landing, you will go exit 291 towards Cary, merge onto Carytown Boulevard, then turn left onto Southeast Maynard Road, a left onto Old Apex Road, and your community will be there on the right. So wonderful location, convenient, of course, to, nearby shopping and restaurants. And once again, the Estates at Young Landing is a brand new neighborhood. Pulte is the builder, and there's only 3 active listings that are new left in this neighborhood.
So a lot of demand in this neighborhood.
For sure.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Which isn't surprising with that location. I mean, just kind of southwest of downtown, just kind of follow Chatham Street on down, and you pretty much get there in a couple of minutes. And,
prime location.
Yeah, near everything. So that is very cool.
Yeah, and so if you would like more information on the Estates at Young Landing, we would love to give you details. We would love to schedule a time to show you our listing that we have in the neighborhood at 228 Oakmere, or happy to open up the other available homes as well. You can reach out to us directly at 919-578-3128. So once again, 919-578-3128. Be happy to answer any questions that you might have about our Neighborhood Spotlight.
That is this week's Neighborhood Spotlight. Again, that's the Estates at Young Landing in Cary. Very pretty area down there, and a really good location as well. And a great selection of homes, although not many at the moment. So if you want to move in there, act quickly. Or if you're selling in that area, reach out to Angie Cole and the team. They can help you get top dollar for your home. Thanks for listening to the Savvy Realtor today. There is more on the way as we continue to help you learn the ins and outs when it comes to buying or selling a home with Angie Cole of A. Cole Realty here in the Triangle.
You're listening to the Savvy Realtor with Angie Cole. Let's get back to the show.
As we get ready to wrap up this week's edition of the Savvy Realtor, Walter Storholt here alongside Angie Cole. We want to squeeze in one more question for you. We'll pepper Angie Cole with one last question here from Elsa in Cary. If you have questions for us or want to check out more information about the team, by the way, you can go to acolerealty.com or just Google Angie's name, Angie Cole, and you'll find out information about her online. How can I create a bidding war for my home, Elsa says, in order to get the highest sales price? You never get that question, do you, Angie?
I know. And it's one of those things, I feel like whenever we go on listing presentations, immediately it's like talk of bidding wars and multiple offers. And, I wish we could get bidding wars.
It's the buzzword these days.
I know, and multiple offers for everyone. And that's an expectation I feel like the market has put on sellers, that you will get a bidding war and you will get multiple offers. But unfortunately, that's not always true. But my guidance would be, in order to get the highest sales price and to get a bidding war, is to actually price your home right. Okay. And sometimes right means actually maybe under the price that you would initially think you should list your home for. Okay. And the reason why I mean that, if comparables are showing that your home should be valued at $400,000 as far as a list price, that's where the comparables support the price point, $400,000. Testing the market and listing at $415,000 more than likely will not get you multiple offers. Now we could get an offer and negotiate and get a little bit lower than maybe a $415,000, maybe get a $405,000. But if your goal is to get a bidding war, multiple offers, which normally will drive the highest price point, it's actually best to price it right. So at that 400 mark, and then more than likely you then, instead of getting like that 405 because we had to negotiate down, you more than likely will probably then get a 407, a 410, a 415, because a buyer that really wants your home and they know that there's other offers on the table, they will go above and beyond to really win it out. So to get a bidding war, or to create the bidding war and to get the highest price point or sales price, we need to make sure we price your home right. So follow our guidance in regards to sharing the comparables with you. So if you are thinking about selling your home and you want to get an idea of what your home is worth and where you should list your home in order to get that multiple offers and get that bidding war going for your home, you can text the word listing to the phone number 555-888. And from there, we will send you a text back. Make sure you click the link and input your address. So, of course, we have the information on your home. And from there, we can send you an idea of price point. So, once again, if you're thinking about selling your home and you want to know what your home would sell for in today's market, text the word listing to the phone number 555-888.
And keep in mind, the estimate that you get might change once Angie Cole and her team, come out on site, do a listing appointment, see the home in person, walk through it. Things might get customized from there and could increase or decrease from that estimated value. But we're talking about a great first step to take, and it's to send that text to 555-888 and put the word listing in the message field. So just text the word listing to 555-888, and you can get that estimate on what you might be able to list your home for in today's market. One more time before we wrap up for the week, you can text the word listing to 555-888. And if you prefer the old-fashioned way to get in touch, you can always call Angie Cole at 919-578-3128. That's 919-578-3128. Angie, thanks for your time this week, and have a fantastic start to your fall season, and go drink some pumpkin spice lattes. Okay?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my boots and make a quick trip by Starbucks.
There you go.
Thank you. You as well.
Have a good one. That's Angie Cole, the owner and broker in charge of A. Cole Realty, and our Savvy Realtor each week here on the program. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Walter Storholt. We'll talk to you next time on Savvy Realtor.